Hey everybody, Mobius1 here, bringing you another Galaxies episode. Today we're going to be talking about Wookiee Life Day, which is something that has been live on Basilisk since December 1st, and should be lasting through the entire month, and I hear it might be lasting into the first couple of weeks of January, but as far as I know for sure it's only going to be lasting all through December. I'll put an annotation up if anyone wants to tell me exactly when it's going to end, but for now, Wookiee Life Day is basically Star Wars' equivalent of the winter holidays. It's a celebration from the Wookiees, from Kashyyyk, celebrating, the gift of life, I suppose. They use Warshire trees instead of Christmas trees, and it's very festive, and the Wookiees wear these nice red robes to celebrate it, and I don't know, you could look it up on Wikipedia for all the lore, but for Galaxies, all it is really a limited time quest that you can accomplish to get some sort of decoration for your house, or if you are a Wookiee character, you can actually get one of these Wookiee robes to wear. So we're going to do it. I'm going to film pretty much everything that you need to do. This is basically going to be a walkthrough of how to complete Wookiee Life Day on for at least 2014. I know back on Live they would change it up every year, and they would change the prizes and also change exactly what you had to do. I don't know if the emulator is going to do that or if it's going to be the same every year. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But for now, there are 3 cities in the game that you can start Wookiee Life Day from. They are Anchorhead on Tatooine, which is where I am now, Vreni Island on Corellia, which is in the southwest, or the Amidala's private lake retreat on Naboo, which is kind of in the middle of the map of Naboo on the western side. All 3 cities have shuttle ports, but they do not have star ports, so you need to land on either Tatooine, Naboo, or Corellia, and then shuttle or drive over to the city where the Wookiee Life Day quest giver is. So here in Anchorhead, the Wookiee quest giver is Katank. Sure. So we're going to talk to him. Or her. I can't really tell. Translated from Shiri Wook. Greetings, friend. You are just in time to join our Life Day celebrations. Life Day? What's that? Life Day is a traditional celebration on Kashyyyk, the Wookiee homeworld. I would tell you more, but it's best you experience a Life Day ceremony for yourself. I would like that. What do I do? I will give you a waypoint where some of my family have gathered to celebrate. Go there and they will tell you more. Happy Life Day to you. Alright, so let's see. Where did I get a waypoint to? Great. I got a waypoint to Yavin 4. Now, so basically what's going to happen is the Wookiee is going to give you a random waypoint to a high-level planet. Now, when I say high-level planet, I believe it's going to be either Yavin 4, Dathomir, or Endor. Now, if you don't like the one that you got, so in my case, Yavin 4, you can actually just speak to the Wookiee again, and they give you a different waypoint. So now I'm going to Endor. So every time you talk to them, they actually will change the waypoint. So you can continue to do it until you get the one that you want. I have been told that Endor is probably the easiest, and I believe that. Yavin 4 and Dathomir have extremely difficult NPCs. Endor has some pretty tough NPCs as well, but the planet is not nearly as difficult to navigate as Dathomir and Yavin. So, we're going to go to Endor. Okay, so here we are in Theed on Naboo, and actually I figured this would be a good time to demonstrate how to know which starport to go to when traveling to a planet when you have a waypoint. So we know we have to go to Endor, but when we look at the Endor map, we have 2 options. We can either go to the Smuggler Outpost, or we can go to the Research Outpost. And a lot of people will kind of just randomly guess which one they need to go to, and then if they ended up choosing one that's further away from the waypoint, they just shuttle to the other. That's okay, but it's a waste of time and money. If you open your datapad and click on the waypoint, you'll see it actually gives you the XYZ coordinates right here. So I can see that its position is negative 1088, negative 996. This middle number doesn't matter because that's the elevation, but we're really only interested in the first and the last numbers. So if we look at the map, the map is basically a giant coordinate plane with 0, 0 being in the middle. So the further to the right of the middle of the map you go, the higher this first number gets. The further to the left you go, the more negative this number gets. So we know that if this is 0, 0, roughly in the middle, since this first number is negative 1088, that means it's going to be somewhere to the left of this center line here, this vertical center line. Likewise, this last number is how high or low it is from the center of the map. So the higher you go from the center line, the more positive this last number gets. The lower you go, the more negative this number gets. So we know, since this last number is negative, just about negative 1,000, it's going to be below the center line. So to the left and below the center line by about 1 kilometer, that waypoint's going to be roughly right in this area. So we know the smuggler outpost is closest. We'll buy that ticket, and let's go. Big shout out to Kazad, by the way, for giving me some preliminary tips on what Life Day is before I go ahead and jumped into this, making this video. Gave me a bit of information that I probably wouldn't have known without talking to him. Alright, so here we are on Endor now. Let's check our map, and just as we predicted, the waypoint's right around this area. So, let's drive to it. Now, of course, many of you experienced players will already do this, but if you are not an experienced player and you're still trying to do this Life Day quest, when you're on a high-level planet such as Endor, Yavin, or Dathomir, you need to keep your eyes open on your minimap. I usually like to keep my minimap zoomed out to about 256 meters because that gives you a nice general range around you to spot enemies. You can leave this con checkbox on or off. I like to keep it on so I know how difficult the creatures are, but whenever you see a red dot, you want to avoid it. Especially now with Publish 6, the creatures may actually attack your vehicles, and you don't want to be stranded out in the middle of Endor or Yavin or Dathomir without a swoop. So I'm not so much looking at where I'm going in front of me on screen as much as I'm looking at where the dots are around me on the radar. Alright, we're coming up on the waypoint now. You can see a couple white boxes on the minimap. And there's a hut here with some Wookiees standing outside. Let's talk to him. You should speak to the Elder first. Okay, so we'll go inside. We have Tabura, and we have Oralari, the Elder. Happy Life Day to you, or Happy Life Day, friend. We are glad to have you celebrate with us. Thank you. What do I do? Speak with all those assembled to learn about our holiday. Once you have heard what we have to say, I will see if we can find a Life Day gift for you. So we'll talk to this one. Life Day began as a holiday celebrated only by us Wookiees, but it has since grown beyond the borders of Kashyyyk. What do you mean? The concepts of Life Day are universal in nature. Many who have learned of Life Day have begun to celebrate it on their own worlds. It is our hope that you will too. How is Life Day celebrated on your world? It is important to us to be home for Life Day. It is not unusual for a Wookiee to brave many hardships to get home to celebrate at the Tree of Life. But you are not on your home world now. Why? Because of the Empire. It is not safe. Some will elude the Empire and return, but for now we do what we can. What else can you tell me? I will let the others here tell you. Happy Life Day to you. Alright. Renewal of life. This is one of the goals of Life Day. Because of how the Empire has treated so many of our kind, this aspect of Life Day has taken on even greater meaning. What has the Empire done to Wookiees? Life in our home world was simple and peaceful. We did not make war, nor were we a violent race. This made us easy targets for the Empire, who desired our strength. Many were forced into labor camps. Some Wookiees were even forced to help build the Death Star. I see. Go on. Because of the Empire, we have learned to appreciate our freedom. We cannot take our lives for granted. Each sunrise, each childbirth, each breath is a renewal, a reminder that we must live each day to the fullest. Yes, go on. I hope that you take our tale and share it with others so that others may learn how to live each day to the fullest, and not to take their own freedom for granted. I will do that. Thank you. Remember to celebrate your life and the lives of those around you. Happy Life Day. There's definitely some Carpe Diem going on here. Remembrance of loved ones lost. This is one of the major tenets of Life Day. We use this time to reflect on our ancestors and family members who are no longer among the living. Go on. We remember their sacrifices and deeds, and the things that made us laugh. By remembering the dead, we keep their memory alive and learn from the actions that came before. We use the Life Day orb to help us honor the fallen. I understand. Go on. As you participate today, think of fallen comrades and family members who are no longer with us, and use their lives as a lesson to improve your own. Happy Life Day to you. Alright, I think that's it. Can't talk to the elder? You have spoken to those assembled and learned of our ways. Hopefully this day brings you closer to freedom and to harmony and to peace. May you hold Life Day as dear as we do. I have learned a lot. For those beings that have been a part of our community for at least 30 cycles, which is a day, we've collected gifts to help you remember this day. What sort of gifts? This is a gift that reflects our Wookiee heritage. We hope you display your gift with pride and remember your time with us. So actually, I got a painting. Life Day Matriarch painting. So, the quest rewards you get from this, I believe, are random. I believe you can get either, there's a couple different paintings, or you can get one of these Wookiee Life Day orbs. I believe that's how it works. If I learn anything different, again, I'll put another annotation here, but I couldn't find a lot of information on this on the forums right away in the brief research that I did. But I do know, like I said before, you could do this once, or maybe I didn't say before, but you could do this quest once per character. So you can actually do it up to 10 times on your account if you have 10 alts. However, your account must be, your character must be 30 days old. So, unfortunately, if this does end on the end of the month, any characters that you create now will not be eligible to do it. But any existing characters that you have prior to December 1st should qualify at some point before the event ends. But that is all that I can think of for now. That's really all the quest is. And now you have a painting or some sort of house decoration that you will not be able to get once Life Day is over. Alright? So, hope this video has helped. Thanks for watching. Thanks again, Kazad, for giving me the information that you did. Mobius1 here. I'll see you guys next time.